Hey, what's up gamers, and welcome back. Real quick, before we get started, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe. Don't forget to like and comment at the end as well. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright, so welcome to Bear's Bath and Beyond. We've got a couple customers. So we've got, looks like some cooking forks, some goblets, some tankards, wooden scoops, some cleavers. Of course, we've got our pitchforks, we've got our ladles, our kitchen knives. We've got Bear himself out front. Oh no, that's Albert. Where's Bear? Oh, there he is. Doing a little metal work. Alright, so I was informed that Miss Kenzie is a redhead. So we'll go ahead and switch that. There we go. We don't have any carpenters running right now. So we got an upgrade on the grill fork. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. That is because everything that is required for the merchants is a metal object. Okay. But unfortunately we don't have a carpenter running anything for the shop. So pitchforks are pretty much done. Scoops, once those go, they'll be done. Let's look at our people. Alright, so crafting for the racks is Bear himself. We've got our designer, fair share of assistants, and our cashier. Okay, crafting ingots, that's good. So we should have a steady supply going here now. So 78, and it bumps back up to 79. Okay. So got our design area, nice little employees lounge. We have wood crafting and blacksmithing. Blacksmithing, more wood crafting. So kind of like two zones. My intention with this was that like you'd have one team that would be focusing on the shop, another team that would be focusing on merchant. Obviously that's not what's happening. It's kind of just a free-for-all for what's available, which is fine. But we've got enough assistants here doing the flow out of the chest. They can each carry, I believe, about 4 items. So, they'll always keep that up and going. Alright, we're well stocked on goblets. Tankards are out. But we got ourselves a nice, good expansion. Let's go ahead and speed it up. We're pretty much at a point right now where we need to start gathering up funds. Ooh, Dany. Go 1 there, and then there. Sure, 5. So now I want the 2 base on everything. That way if at any moment anyone can take another job, they might not be the best at it, but they can at least cover it temporarily. We have 2 carpenters, but they're not making wood items because there is no wood items to be made here. I'm thinking maybe we should have one of them, maybe Kenzie, become a rack, just solely do wood items for racks, and then we'll hire a new blacksmith since apparently wood items are not in all that high a demand. Oh, cashier upgraded. Yeah, we're just gonna keep him all about round. Alright, we want to make sure he's nice and well. Alright, sorry, let's pause real quick. We're getting into the wee small hours of the night. Let's hire... Ooh, do we not have the ability? Let's hire a blacksmith. Alright, Nicholas demands a lower wage, but he earns XP slower. Earns design points, but walks around slower. There's a carpenter. We might have to wait a day, see if there's a new batch of recruits tomorrow. But I think Miss Kenzie should slide over to the racks. Make wooden items for the racks. Oh. Sorry, real quick. There we go. Got a little intense there. Oh, there we go. Between wages and then the resources. Alright, we had a negative day. That's unfortunate. Alright, they're finishing their tasks. And we got something to send out. Oh, see, that would have put us over right there. Ooh, vines. Banners. Ooh, that's cool. New floor. Quick money off of some scoops. So we don't know, unfortunately, we don't have the plans for these. We don't have longbows and metal scoops, so we're gonna have to go off of these. That has a new floor type, although our superior scoopage. Yep, we're gonna have to go for that. But hey, we get a new blueprint. We'll unlock the metal scoop. And we'll boost it all in one go. Look at that. I think that's why it stayed. Do we have it out here? Huh. Anyway, let's start the next day. Alright, let's look at employees. So we have 3 and 3. 3 and 1. So that's 6, 9, so 10 employees. And we have 1, 2, 3 workbenches, or seats. So I think we might not have enough benches for our folks to sit. I think that's why when we go to hire, it says 0, because we don't have enough seats. So let's find some seats. Staff. Ah, there you go, +3. Like that. We'll move this one there. I did the space over there. I thought about maybe putting something in the corner, but nah. Ah, there we go. Now we can hire 3. Okay. So we want to hire another blacksmith. Let's see. These look like the same people from before. Any kind of low XP, like that automatically has me like, no. This guy though, low XP, but he'll be a little bit cheaper. It's not really worth it. Alright, let's spend it for a refresh. Okay. Marjorie is actually not too bad. Doesn't process wood faster, but she's not a carpenter. She's a blacksmith. The rest of them are carpenters. I think we might just do her. And then we can always double her as a designer later on if we need a second one. Alright, let's go ahead and hire her. And we're going to make her craft for merchants. She's going to be a blacksmith. So what did we say blacksmiths wear? They wear the black aprons. Or is it it's the band, isn't it? Yeah, the green band. Green band, green band. Okay. Clothing. That's the green band, right? Let's give her some blonde hair. Ooh, give her the feisty eyebrows. There we go. There's Marjorie. I want a blonde wandering around. Look at diversity of hair colors. Okay, so now we have 3 blacksmiths and 1 carpenter. We have the carpenter and the blacksmith running for the shop. We have a designer. We have our assistants for carts. And then we have our bro making ingots. I think maybe do 1 more for a carpenter, so we have a second carpenter. Because I feel like just having 1 carpenter constantly cranking out scoops could be a little slow. Yeah, let's go ahead and hire a carpenter. Alright, here we go. So he attracts 1% less customers. A little rough around the edges there, Everin. Alright, Keith. A little bit more expensive, but he does give out some design. Oh, here we go. Cecile. Decent. A little bit cheaper. We don't need her processing ingots, so that's fine. I'm going to rename her to Carol, because that's fun. Give her grayish hair. She's the elder lady. Old Lady Carol. Alright, you're going to be doing wood items for the carts. Okay, so we got our 2 carpenters, 3 blacksmiths. We got a blacksmith and carpenter running for the shop. I think we should be okay now. Let's see how today goes. We gotta find the good balance for our employees. Make sure this place is running without a hitch. Oh, they were just going. He's keeping up a good supply. Obviously, the rate at which we're using ingots is faster than making. And that's okay. As long as we have a steady stream of making, we're saving ourselves a little bit of money. Because, here, let's do some math real quick. 15 cents to make versus 20 or 15 gold to get ore versus 24 gold to already get an ingot. So just off materials alone, we're saving almost 10 gold. And then what's his hourly? His daily wage is 52. So as long as he makes 5 ingots or more, our savings have paid for him. And then everything thereafter is just pure savings. So anything beyond, let's say 6. Anything beyond 6 ingots, he's not only paid for himself, but then we're going into the green on saving money. Which, just from watching him right here, he's clearly made more than 6. So this is a good benefit. Right? Little business for you. Little business 101. Like that, and then we can guarantee the quality Obviously, we can't do this in the game, but in real life, right, we would guarantee the quality by being able to make it from scratch ourselves. We would know that if we wanted it at a certain level, or a certain purity, or a certain shape, or we could guarantee that ourselves. And that's nice. So we're saving gold by hiring a guy to make ingots for us, even though he's not making them as fast as we're using them. As long as he's making more than 6 a day, not only does he pay for himself, but we're saving money in the long run. And just from sitting here talking about it, he's clearly made 10 plus. So we're good. Oh, and one of our piles is out of wood. We're over here gabbing about saving money, and we're running out of supplies. Alright, they're cranking out scoops and cleavers. Our shop is attracting more and more people. As you can see, our tankards are almost gone. Our forks are gone, knives are gone, ladles are gone, cleavers are gone, pitchforks. Okay, we're picking back up on that now that we have a carpenter. Scoops are still pretty good. Man, everybody's buying up tankards. Got a lot of drunks in this town. They want a little drinky. Oh, yep, there's Bear making the next set of tankards. Ooh, okay, so there's our next bottleneck. They can each only carry 4 items at a time, but we're still getting a surplus of items. So we're not getting items out fast enough to their destinations, which might explain why some of the shelves are barren and why some of the carts haven't been filled yet. We can, I mean, with how close we are towards the end of the day, and it has stayed under 20, we can just wait. It'll catch itself up before the start of the next day. But our shop is popping. Bear's Bath and Beyond. Ooh, we got some level ups here. Carl. 2 skill points. He's up to 5, so now we want a base of 2 on everything. Alright, he's good to go. Bear is right on the cusp, right there. Anyone else? Nope. Alright, but we got something down here. Ooh, we're gonna unlock the oak forest. Alright, I'm excited for this one. Go chop our own trees. Alright, here we go. Ooh, we'll be able to hire more skilled labor instead of having to work people up from the bottom. But I kind of like it. I kind of like that we get these newbies. Become known as the training facility. Let's go ahead and top these off. Alright, you haven't hired any lumberjacks. Lumberjacks. We can hire 1. Oh, it says we can hire 3. They must be their own thing. Alright, lumberjacks. Let's see. Walk speed, skill with an axe, skill with a saw, and stamina. So saw and axe, I think, is going to be more important. Determine how many hits with an axe it takes to cut down a tree and chop wood. Determine the time it takes to cut a log into 2 pieces. Needs 2 less hits to cut down a tree. Okay, so he could be a good tree chopper. Needs 2 less hits to chop wood. Has 10 less stamina, though. Costs a little bit more, but does more work. I think these 3 right here. Boom, boom, and boom. Alright. So he'll do that. And you are simply going to cut trees. Cut logs. Chop wood. Chop wood. Okay, that's part of that. So that does both of those. So he'll do that. He'll cut trees and chop wood. And you are in that same ballpark. So we'll have you cutting trees and chopping wood. Oh no, you're 3. So then we'll have you. Yep, you got the saw. So you were just gonna cut logs. Okay. So he'll cut logs. He'll chop wood. And he'll cut trees. Okay. Each of them doing a job. We'll see how that works. And we took a huge hit because we did a huge mass hiring. That's fine. I expect that on some level. Some workers are still busy. If you start... Oh. Yeah, no, we're going to wait. Alright. Bear finally leveled up. Give him a little genius point there. Make sure he's nice and well-rounded. Alright. Ah, here we go. Okay, what all is this? So, torch. Just a decoration. Okay. Rest area. Okay. Sawbuck. Used to cut logs. Chopping block. Okay. We already have one of those. So we'll go over here, it looks like. Cut trees. So we'll have the rest area be down here. Oh, I guess it's in use. That there. Put that there. I'll just set it up like that for now. There you go. Get some torchlight going. I don't really need it, but it's fun. Oh, it's got the our little log claim. Okay, nice. Then we can switch back over. And I know eventually you can unlock the mines as well, so we're waiting on that. Still got a bunch of items. Yeah, we're gonna need another assistant for carrying. A little bit slower. Alright, tracks one less customer. XP, a little bit more expensive, but he's faster. He can already carry more right out the gate. Yeah, let's go with him. Restock raw resources, crafting gets transferred. Okay. So, just loading up the carts. That's all we need you to do. Alright, start the next day. Hey, beautiful rainy day here in medieval England. Alright, looks like that third guy is greatly helping out on balancing the inventory. So that's good. Oh, out of ore. You don't have enough money. You're stuck in anyway, you will go into debt. No. No debt here. We need to start making some money. We're spending too much. I like to make things look pretty. I mean, come on. Who can you blame? Hey, buddy boy. 2 skill points. What is he doing? Oh, ingots? Yeah, you're gonna need to move faster. Get quicker at that. You're only carrying one at a time anyway. Do it faster. We're making a good bit of money now already. Drop down another 10. There we go. Our shop is selling. That's what's important. Ooh, we got all kinds of stuff going on. Alright, we've made enough cleavers. Ooh, we're gonna get a new blueprint. Oh, the pearl earring. Yeah, let's make some girl forks. We haven't done those yet. And we leveled up the club. Even though I stated in the last plays that we're going to focus on household things, I still want to level everything up and be a completionist. So expect that. So these are all still locked because they're bound by whatever resource management stuff we need to do. Like unlocking jeweler capabilities, unlocking all that jazz. Alright, store. Gave us a new bow rack. Okay. We don't sell bows, but okay. We got a new wall rack. Display shields and weapons on the wall. That's cute. I don't know if you guys noticed that for our shop, so customer bonus from decorations, we far exceed. We're going to get a 75% bonus from customers because they really like the way our shop looks. So spending a little bit of money, you know, salt and peppering in those details. Nice cozy aesthetic. They come in, they feel like they're at home. There's Bath and Beyond, y'all. Hey, look at that. Achievement. Sell 100 items in the shop. Ooh, the King's Guard patrolling through again. Good day, good day. Ooh, a little cleric coming in. $10 he buys a tankard. Yep, I saw that. I saw that. Oh, he's buying a scoop. Oh, he's checking out those tankards, though. And he's buying a tankard. Let's go. What do we got going on over here? So how do these get over? That's what I want to know. We come here. I mean, I'll restock it for now, but I'm curious how that wood gets over. Is it once they have a full... Oh, sorry about that. We lost audio there for a second. Upgrade the longbow, might as well. Like I said, we're going to be a full and complete completionist. Gotta get everything. Alright, we are making a good bit of money in our shop. Wow. Our shop might more than pay for itself. I'm thinking about 15 grand is what I'm feeling we need to get at to do our next expansion. Hey, we had a positive day. Nice. A lot of that was shop. Items sold, yeah. We got a lot of shop. Merchant offers. Yeah, we had the one payoff. But as you can see, it's now in the single digits. On the chest, so our flow is a lot better. Still not perfect, no. But it's better. And that's what's important, is that it's better. Yeah, I think in the next expansion, we're just going to go ahead and blow this whole thing open. And just make it one giant warehouse back here. Still keep the little shop. Like, this is adorable. We'll still have it walled off. Right? Maybe instead of the window walls, we'll put in those mesh walls so people can kind of see through. Almost kind of like what we did here. We'll leave the one solid wall, though, with the painting, because that's just, you know, that's peak performance right there. And the rest of this will all be shop. We'll have to figure out a layout. Alright. Resources added to the warehouse. Okay, so then how do I get them out of the warehouse? Transfer to the warehouse. Received from the forest. Okay. So I think I need a person. Restock raw resources. Okay. So I need somebody to bring loads. So let's grab him. Restock raw resources. He moves a little bit quicker. We still have some on the rack over here. There. He's going to go to the warehouse. I'll bring a couple wood over. So we're just going to add 10 wood to each of these. Just to kind of keep him caught up. He's only going to bring over a little bit at a time, unfortunately. Ooh, alright, so discounted ores decrease the restock price of ores. Or the iron mine. Ooh, tricky, tricky. Do we want... Do we want to go the mine route yet, or do we want to go straight into ores? Well, let's just hop right into... Well, no, let's go discount. Because, my thought process on this is we have the one guy who can barely keep up the wood supply. When we expand and we get a better smelt rotation, then we get a second person to help pull from the warehouse for all the ore. That's my thought processing there. Hey, Hector. There you go, get a little bit quicker. Carry more items now. And a blacksmith. Carol. What do we have you doing? Wood items? There you go. Be better at that. You've been doing it for a little while. Then we got a bump up here. Alright. But yeah, like I was saying, we got to make sure that the flow of materials from the warehouse into the shop is significant before we start expanding, like, the resource part. So when we get up the funds to do this big enlargement, I think we'll have, like, a bigger... Well, and I'll put another door in right here. When we bring this over, I'll put a door in right here that's just for them. Which then I might block... Well, no, I can't. I can't. I thought about blocking this off, but they still need to be able to get in. Oh, my only concern about putting a door here is customers coming in and walking through the shop. But I guess it is what it is, ultimately, right? That gave us a fat bit of money. We need a wood project. Ooh, design points. Alright, let's make some clubs for some design points. Yep, I guess we'll do that. Okay, and let's do some wall building. So just a straight up wall. We'll just take the whole thing. This is all ours now. We'll remove those walls and those walls. Now let's do some flooring. What flooring did we do? Did this, I believe. Yes. Alright, so we're going to floor this up real quick. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, there we go. Our nice big warehouse. We got to make sure we have the space before we start expanding the production, right? So step one is getting the space. We got the space now. Gotta make it look nice out here. Right, upper wall, we'll do the wood. I really like the plaid, I have to say. Huge fan. Okay, so now for these walls... So we'll go back into this. So these curtains are going to be sold. Sold. Go here and we're going to remove this wall, this wall. But we're going to put in kind of like the mesh. Do we want to do the mesh or do we want to do... I don't know. This is kind of cool too though. Yeah, let's do the support. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing that. Because it keeps the vibe. Oop, wrong button. My bad. Lower wall. Alright, so there's the shop. And people can see into the production. Like, that's kind of cool. I like it. But it's still a nice little shop. Alright, but over here we're putting in a door. Need a door. Thought about putting these walls down the center. Then you split it into two halves. Could be fun. I still like our little shop up front. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, right, so you got the warehouse. I want the warehouse worker to be able to reload stuff right here. So he'll bring in the ore. Then we'll put the wood racks right over here as well. Alright, so the idea is that this little distance for him, bring in the ore, bring in the wood. It's just right here. Boom, 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 boom. He spends all day going right here. Which then means carpentry obviously has to be close to its stuff. So we'll bring it all over. Bunch of carpentry stations. We'll make this front area corner right here the employee lounge. So we have smelt. And we want to be able to have him just come straight over. We want them to be able to grab from there. There, gotta center it. Sorry, it's gonna stress me out. Which means this is the center line. Alright, this is where it's going to get really janky. You guys have seen this in the other plays. Where we're going to start moving these benches and the employees are going to lose their minds. So I apologize in advance. Alright, there we go. Got that over there. There, let's put this. Let's center this a little bit better. There. Design work can go over here. Which means these can now go in right here. And like I said, this is going to wig out when we start. I know we have all this extra space. We'll grow. Don't worry. The biggest thing I wanted to solve is the warehouse to, you know, resource area. So we got that handled. Yep, there they all go. I'll go sit back down. Nice little employee area. Let's start the next day. And our crate is already out. So we'll restock that. Oh, wait, look at that. Forks. Good to go. Scoops. I mean, I kind of want to lean so we can get into those, but by making that many, you're going to get more than that anyway. Alright, well, let's just, let's stick with what we know. Tankards. There, a little shot looks through at everything. And bro, all he has to do is just go back and forth. He'll keep it nice and stocked. So stuff is going to be continually added to the warehouse. That was one of the big things, is I was curious how stuff was going to get moved from the lumber area, you know, the forest, if you will, to us here. It's going to go to the warehouse, and then we have to have somebody take from the warehouse and bring it into the shop. Or into the workspace, at least. Hey, we gotta level up. Kevin, our designer. Alright, we're gonna have to W up there, my guy. You gotta have that base knowledge now that you're above a 5. I know it might slow production a little bit, you know, using our points to kind of spread the knowledge out. But like I said, I want to make sure that if anything does happen for whatever reason, because never played the game before, I don't know what they'll throw at us, but then somebody can fill a slot. 2 skill points. Determines the bonus received when customers purchase an item. Attracts more customers, and customers are willing to wait longer in line. It's all about that money, baby. All about that money. Come on down to Bear's Bath & Beyond. We've got all your fine home accessories. Ooh, another lumberjack leveled up. Alright, he is exclusively sawing. So let's get him really good at that. They're going to be more individually skill focused. Alright, something for in here that I'm noticing is this treasure chest. So, we're going to drop a second one down. Sorry, I was trying to center him better. There we go. Alright. Another level up. She's making metal items. But let's just really double down on that. We can worry about the base skill later. Oi, my oi. Alright, what is he doing? He's moving resources. So, let's get him doing it a little bit quicker and carry a little bit more. Ah, there we go. 2 chests. It's really up in the flow now. Man, people are just leveling up like crazy. Is she doing wood items? Yeah. Get real good at it. We're doing all kinds of business. Alright, we might need to expand. Okay, so, expansion. Hey, another beautiful day. Another beautiful day. We got more level ups. Jeez, Lulu. Alright, 2 skill points. Carry more stuff, sweetheart. Carry more stuff. Alright, so as far as expansion, I think we'll dive a little bit into that. As far as my plan. So here, I'm thinking this gets moved up here. So that way he's just going make, dump, make, dump. They'll come and grab. I want to keep all the heat down at this end. So here we'll go like that. Question is, do we want to add more quenching stations in the middle, or do we want to move these over or add another set? Or add them behind? So we will have larger furnaces that we unlock. You know what? No, I feel like this needs to stay here. Let's put in another one of those. And we'll put in another smelt. I think that is going to be... And we'll hire somebody to smelt more. So here, let's put in another smelt. I think that'll increase, and then when we unlock the mines, it'll bring in more. But I think that'll be a good idea, and then we can expand this outward here. Getting our smelt production up. That's what's really going to help us for now. Alright, sorry, I'm writing down a timestamp real quick. Alright, let's get started. We'll drop a quick 20 into there. Oh, hey, look. We've got enough here. Hey, and we've got a new wall. Let's see what we get. Ooh, banners. Oh, we'll get so many design points. Ooh. Pay more if you make it in 24 hours. But you'll take a hit if you can't. As cool as that would be, we would have to focus all hands. I don't think we're at that level of production yet. I would have no problem focusing everybody up if we had a large enough scale. So here, let's go for this banner. Alright, he's keeping those very well stocked. So his little back and forth being just door to door right here, excellent. Is working out perfectly. And ooh, we got some upgrades. The tankard, hell yeah. We sell those like crazy. Well, that's going to do it for today, so thank you so much for joining me on yet another epic adventure. But more importantly, I want to give a huge thank you to all of the supporters you see here. Your continued support allows me to put out such wonderful content, so thank you yet again. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to head over and subscribe, like and comment on videos as well, follow on Instagram, become a member here on YouTube or on Patreon, and join the ever-growing community that is Bears and Beans. As always, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. You're an amazing and wonderful community, and I'll see you in the next one.